believes, based on threats posed in the digital age, criminal libel may need to be brought back. She explained that these days, fake news has the potential to travel fast.
Because right now, at the touch of the finger, stories go viral. Literally millions of people can see it within seconds and minutes. It's not a suggestion that is to shut down free speech at all, but is to examine this new context in which we are operating, when already we have numerous examples of people manufacturing information and putting it out that cannot be verified and just blatantly untrue.
During a handing over ceremony in Little London, Westmoreland last week, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness declared war on misinformation. He told his audience,
here's what the Prime Minister said in Westmoreland. Do we have that? Do we have that? Let's see if we can find that. Okay. No. All right. Then go back to Marlene. Go back.
Audience that he and his government would fight back against any attempt to mislead the public about the response to Hurricane Melissa. Mrs. Malahoo Fort says misinformation is being spread recklessly and with negative intent.
It's not simply a matter of my not liking what you say about me. It is the gross recklessness. It's the manufacturing of information that is not true, putting it out with malice aforethought sometimes, but we must be open enough to discuss these things.
Yes.
So it's not about rolling back any hard-won gain at all. Context has changed, and I think we must respond to changing time.
Mrs. Malahoo Fort.
Okay, so what currently exists in Jamaica today is that there is a distinction, you see. Listen back again.
Libel was decriminalized in November 20.
So libel, that's criminal libel. The government decriminalized it. So it's no longer a crime. That's why people are getting up on social media and doing the things they are doing. It is not a criminal act.
13, following the passing of the Defamation Act.
So when the Defamation Act was passed, they decriminalized this. All right? Now,
the law eliminated the distinction between libel and slander and
eliminated the distinction between libel and slander. So what is slander and what is libel? Now, I want you to understand that there is a difference between traditional media, which is governed under the broadcasting read something or the other. The Broadcasting Commission of Jamaica. Now, the Broadcasting Commission of Jamaica listens to everything on traditional media, and they can be sued for libel. As a matter of fact, you have to be so careful on traditional media because you can lose your license. But anyone with a telephone can turn it on and say anything, and it's social media. So the former Constitution Minister is saying this.
Replace the defense of justification with the defense of truth. But Mrs. Malahoo Fort believes, based on threats posed in the digital age, criminal libel may need to be brought back. She explained that these days, fake news has the potential to travel fast.
Because right now, at the touch of the finger, stories go viral. Literally millions of people can see it within seconds and minutes. It's not a suggestion that
Right. Well, the Gleaner this morning writes, the positive twist is that Marlene Malahoo Fort is no longer a minister and therefore not a member of cabinet. So she can't, from the inside, as readily have a say in shaping government's policy. That doesn't mean that the member of parliament, former attorney general, and lately the Minister for Constitutional Affairs is without influence within the governing Jamaica Labour Party and Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness's administration. Listen to the Gleaner. That is why all stakeholders must remain vigilant, maintaining their defense against Ms. Malahoo Fort's suggestion that Jamaica consider reintroducing the offense of criminal libel. So the Gleaner is saying, no, it must not be reintroduced. For despite the so far lukewarm official response from the former minister's proposal, there is no certainty that she isn't stalking horse. You know what stalking horse means? Where Miss Malahoo Fort's idea is to be embraced, or were it to be embraced, it would be a retrograde step, resorting or restoring to government a Damocles sword to be held over freedom of expression, the free press, and ultimately democracy. Put another way, it could have a chilling effect on what and how people and media speak and write about issues, and thereby the freedom and effectiveness with which they exchange information and ideas, which are the essential fuels of democracy. Well, there you have it. The Gleaner is suggesting that the government should let things remain as they are. Something to think about. I just thought that I would put that on the table for you, so that you understand what is happening. Anyway, on to other matters. The phenomena of Mr. Holness's attacks is remarkable, you know. And it's a complex issue that warrants some examination. There's a powerful narrative that a young man rising from humble beginnings to the highest office is met with vitriol and disdain. How could that be possible? In a country that, you know, when you're from the country, I remember when you pass your common entrance, it used to come out in the Gleaner, you know. You remember that? Yes, man. When I was going to primary school and you pass your common entrance exam, your name come out in the Gleaner. And you cut it out. You cut it out and you put it up because your name come out in the Gleaner. And not only that, I remember when I passed they used to call it the overage exam. The whole community celebrated. I mean, when I went to church the Sunday morning, they called my name in the announcement. They wanted to congratulate Miss Delvis' son for passing his exam. It was seen as an achievement for the community. The grade 9 achievement. Yeah. The community would celebrate you because they saw this as benefiting the community, especially if you pass, you go to one top school. The neighborhood would be ecstatic, yeah. Tani. Everybody I shake off your hand. People gather all of your yard gate. So Miss Delvis, your son pass. Because a place at that time in certain high school was such a thing. And you run go by the Gleaner, that the Sunday there. When your name came out in the paper. The Gleaner sell more paper than any other day. Because common entrance results are out in the Gleaner. And I'm asking you, my listeners, shouldn't Jamaica celebrate that one of our own from Spanish Town is now the head of, the head of the government? Why is that met with hatred? How could any Jamaican be so unpatriotic that you don't celebrate your own being the head of the government? And it's not only that wholeness, because you know that the People's National Party used the elevation of P.J. Patterson, blackness, to devastate in effect. And he was the Fresh Prince. You know what they said at the time? That it was black man time now. Did you know that? Against a white man, because Mr. Siaga wasn't a black man. His Holiness a black man. But when P.J. Patterson was elevated, race was introduced into politics, you know. And they used his color. And may I say this to you, that I have no concern about the color of a man's skin. No, I couldn't care less. Yes? But when Mr. Patterson came on the scene, it was black man, and the people of Jamaica responded overwhelmingly. At one time, you know, it said, Mr. Patterson said that if he came down from the platform and walked among the people, you would know the difference. Clearly suggesting that if Mr. Siaga were to walk among the people, he would stand out. And you couldn't be more black than Eddie Siaga. You couldn't be more black. A man that gave up his U.S. citizenship and lived among the people. Jump Kumina and eat out of them pot. You couldn't be more black than him. it's an amazing paradox, you know, listeners. It is an amazing thing. It's a paradox that begs explanation.